Hello everybody, it's George from ShopTo here, and today we have an unboxing of the new 2DS XL in the black and turquoise colour variants. Now this is a very nice looking system. I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like on the actual inside of the box. But first of all, we'll take a look around the outside. Pretty small box, to be honest. I don't know what I can compare it to size wise, but it's not very big at all. You can't really get grips because I haven't got like anything to compare it to size wise. But it's a very small box, so we'll head on to the back and give a read of what it says. So here you have a listing of the contents. You get the new 2DS XL system, a 3DS AC adapter, which is nice because they didn't used to give these out with 3DSs, because I had to buy one separately when I bought my new 3DS, which was a bit of a joke. But, you know, it's good to see they're doing it now. 2DS XL stylus, 4GB micro SD card, which is nice. You didn't have to include that Nintendo, but we appreciate it because we can store some games on there and save data, etc, etc. And the augmented reality cards, because this does actually have the two cameras on the back for AR as I knock the camera. So yeah, that's kind of interesting because they probably could have left that out, to be honest. It can't take 3D photos because it's not 3D, but that was kind of like the whole point of the two cameras, was it not? Anyway, I don't know. So let's open it up. It says on the front, plays in 2D, new 3DS, new 3DS, and the Nintendo DS games. So the main selling point of this system is the pure amount of amazing games available for it. Like, you've got the entire 3DS catalogue, and you've got the entire DS catalogue of games as well, which is, oh, there was just so many good ones, I can't even go down the list. Another thing to mention, it does have the NFC for Amiibo. So this is pretty much, in my opinion, if it's as good as I think it is. Oh, we see the system on top there. We'll put this in the background as the AR cards kind of slip out. But yeah, this is pretty much the best 3DS system option, to be honest, in my opinion, as of right now. It comes in at like £130, I think it is. And you've got, as I said, so many games to play on it. And it's probably the best option for people who are joining the family now. Because, let's be honest, like, the 3D is kind of a gimmick. It is pretty good. I mean, it's different to everything else. But you could probably get away without it. And if you're not willing to pay the extra, I don't know, 20-30 quid for it, this is probably your best option. So let's get into it. We have the AR cards here. I remember the first day I got my 3DS, playing with these with my mate. That was a long time ago, and I've grown up a lot since then, but these are still a lot of fun to just mess about with, especially if you've never used them before. So we will stick them on the top just there. We have the actual system here, but we'll save this until afterwards. That's pretty much it really for the packaging. We've got some instructions here. Operations manual, I'm pretty sure everybody could figure out how to use it. It's really simple. And then in here, we literally have the charger, and that's it. That's it. That is completely it. We have the 3DS charger. It's the same as the 3DS as well. So if you've already got a 3DS, you've already got a charger or a spare. I don't know if this will fit in the 3DS charging dock, actually, so I'll have a look at that afterwards. But yeah, let's have a look at the actual system. Slide it out of this little thing. So it's got a piece of plastic in the middle to protect the screens, I guess, for whilst it's shipping. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's got this nice like finish on the top, which is kind of like rubbery, which is actually really nice. That's actually, I could just sit here and do this all day. It's actually a really nice like finish on the top there. So yeah, this is kind of, in my opinion, billed as the more rugged one. It's the one that you could give to your child and not be too worried about getting it broken, because it seems to be pretty sturdy. So we'll start on the back. We have the ZR and the ZL. I don't know why it's ZL, left and right. I get it. But yeah, we've got the ZR and ZL, which made a debut on the new 3DS and new 3DS XL. We're going to focus. Yes, there we go. And we've got the charging port on the back here as well, which is in a convenient position. We've also got these little nubbins. I don't know what the technical term is for these, but these are to stop the screen from pivoting back too much. So it doesn't actually have the hinge in like itself. I don't know if these were hidden on the other systems, but they're new. And as you can see, the hinge itself is actually exposed, and so is the camera a little bit there, but we'll come to that later on. Then we've got the two cameras used for AR on the back. Obviously, you've got the buttons I already talked about. I don't know what this is. I think this might be to do with... I'm not even going to try and say what it is because I don't have a clue. we move down to the bottom, we have the power button, which is just here on the bottom instead of actually on the inside, as I think it is on the 3DS. I could be wrong. We've got the microphone port, not microphone, headphone port, and also in here is the new stylus, which is surprisingly short. Compared to the length of the system, it's not even half. It's probably about 60 to 70% of the length of the other 3DS styluses, but that's not really a problem. I don't know why they hadn't made them shorter anyway. It makes more sense for them developing it, fitting it all in, stuff like that. On the bottom, just here on the left, if I can just pick it out, there we go. I mean, actually, let me take this plastic out because it's kind of getting in the way a little bit. Okay, that's gone. Right, so in here is where the game cartridge goes, and there is the micro SD card, which we have read about on the box. It's just in there as well, and it's on this nice little plasticky kind of hinged thing that is very similar to something on the new 3DS. I can't remember exactly what it is, but yeah, that's a nice little compartment down there for the game and your SD card. These, I don't actually know what they are. I can't see if they like go all the way in, but there is no actual speaker on the system. The sound seems to, and forgive me for sounding a bit stupid here, come from inside the system. That is kind of interesting to me because every other 3DS has had speakers, but this one doesn't for some reason. But, you know, whatever floats your boat, I guess, Nintendo. Here we have the volume slider. It's very easy to slide up and down. And on the other side, there is Nout. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside. So let's open it up. There we go, the lovely XL screen. You can see me in the background, hey! But yeah, here you go. So you've got the bottom XL screen. Is actually a full clam, which is interesting. Oh, it's come on. Let me turn that off because we don't want the audio right now. Okay, so we've actually got the full closed clam, which I forgot to mention actually, which is interesting because as you can see, it closes all the way around with no gap in the middle because the 3DS actually does have a bulge here where the screen is, which is a bit of a pain. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but you know, it's all right. So yeah, the XL screens are very, very nice. As you can see, there's no speakers either side, which kind of threw me to start with, and then, you know, I found out that there is no actual speaker. But yeah, so you got the massive XL screen on the top. It's so much bigger than the regular 3DS screen, and we also have the huge XL screen on the bottom for the touch controls. So yeah, both screens are really, really nice. We've got the camera in the middle here. I'm trying not to get myself in it because I don't want to look stupid, because you'll probably catch me at a weird angle as I'm trying to explain it. But yeah, we've got the camera in the middle here next to the microphone. There seems to be some sort of light here. I don't actually know what that is. I guess to find out once we play with it a little bit. Start select in the usual positions on this side. You've got the A, B, X, Y buttons, which I'm not going to lie, do feel a little bit more plasticky than the ones on the new 3DS. Which isn't really a problem, because as I said, this is supposed to be a more sturdy system that you wouldn't mind giving to your child. And yeah, that's not really a problem, to be honest. The buttons on this side, we have the touchpad. Again, feels a little bit cheaper than the one on the 3DS, but it's not really a problem, is it? And then we've got the stick. I don't know what it is. This one's the C stick, which makes a return from the new 3DS. So yeah, I haven't actually used that in a game at all yet, but it's there if you need it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing to note is the screen, as I said, does go all the way back to that flat state, if that's how you like it. I don't know anyone who actually plays like that. But you can just about see these little points here that stop, they actually stop the screen going back any further. I don't know if I can get that angle right for you guys so you can see it. Yeah, you can just about see them there. That's what stops the screen from bending back on itself and snapping, which is interesting. I feel like there's probably a better way of doing that, but who am I to judge Nintendo? They seem to know what they're doing. So yeah, there you have it. The new 2DS, almost a 3DS, new 2DS XL unboxed for you guys. I will have a comparison video with my new 3DS in the next few days, or maybe even today. I'm not sure when this video is going up, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. I'm actually going to record it straight after this, so yeah, don't be surprised if the same stuff is still in the background for that. But yeah, my name's been George from ShopTo. I hope you guys have enjoyed. You can check out links to grab yourself a new 2DS XL in the in the description below, and there'll also be an article down there that I'll be writing about the new 2DS and my experience with it. So check all of that out, and I will see you guys next time.